Please welcome Mr. Larry Miller. Larry.
Thank you, and welcome, Shriners. Hey, you're out. Can you imagine how many people are at home now drinking, and wouldn't you like to be one of them? Watching this instead of having to be here. You gotta watch that drinking. A friend of mine had a little too much to drink the other night. Okay, it was me. Why do we do it? Why do we just pistol whip ourselves with liquor like that? Why do we do it? It's not the hangovers I hate, it's those mystery bruises. You know those? What the hell was I doing? Carol, did we go skydiving last night? Well, then what the hell was I doing? There's always one in a weird place. How do you cut an armpit? What? I don't want to go out with the Murphys again. You know what gives you away when you're drunk is the last word in the sentence. Do you know what I mean? You're concentrating, you're doing fine, and then you slip, and that last word goes, yeah. Oh, you were so close, too. And everyone around you says, he's drunk. The guy is a drunk guy, this guy. He's a drunk guy the whole time now, you know. Forget it. You're marked for the rest of the evening. You might as well just drop your pants, jump on the hostess. Why not? At least when they call the next day, you can say, I was drunk. There's a baseball game where they have the... I don't care if they test baseball players for drugs, by the way, as long as they throw in the announcers, too. To me, these are the crazy guys. They say this one thing that just cracked me up. You know how the batters hit the foul balls into the stands? And these balls go like rockets. Like... The announcer always says, now, there's a lucky fan. Oh? You ever catch a baseball at 1,000 miles an hour? With your face? Sure is lucky, huh? They don't tell you that when the ball came in, this poor guy was reaching for a hot dog. You know, lucky, he's down there. That's two, please. My eye! He did my eye! Boy, am I lucky. I had a dream where you have you ever noticed, no matter how terrifying a nightmare was for you, it always sounds stupid to someone else? You ever try and explain a dream to someone? Of course, the easy dreams, sex dreams, pretty obvious, you know, to figure out. You know, you're on a pirate ship with all your sister's friends. Straddling a cannon, you know. Yo ho ho. I don't need any heavy counseling to figure that one out. My favorite part of dreams is that they change every 5 seconds. That's so weird. You're falling down a mine shaft, and then you're in a parade. You know? Okay, whatever you say, whatever you can handle. It's a shame we can't do that in real life. Can you imagine that? The cop gives you a ticket. You give him one. Yeah, let me see you pull away slowly. Yeah. Can you imagine having that power? You're having a fight with your girlfriend? You better turn off that ball game, mister. We're going to talk. You're in the ball game. Of course, your girlfriend would also have the power. See? Don't you vanish on me again. Miller swings, hits one deep to center field. Here, drunk every night, banging on my door, expect me to just roll over and... That ball is going. And do you, Lawrence, take this woman... Whoa! That one was a little too close. Well, it's true. See, your life does change. There are certain things you should not be doing after a certain age, okay? If you're over 30... and still lean out your car window going, woo-hoo. You're an idiot. You should be slapped and sterilized.
weeknights at 8:30 here at Comedy Central.
You know, time changes as you go older. Have you noticed that? Time, this is the basis, by the way, of Einstein's theory of relativity, which, as you know, says time seems to go more slowly when you're with your relatives. Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, and he was a smart guy, by the way. He had that one Thanksgiving too many, it, put him right over the edge. Grew his hair out, wrote a theory. Thanksgiving starts out okay, It's like a Norman Rockwell painting, kids and dogs running through piles of leaves. I want a drumstick this year. And Gramps leans out the door. Okay, Billy, just leave room for some of that peach cobbler. Yeah. Outside, it's Father Knows Best. Inside, Nightmare on Elm Street. Gramps takes out his teeth and eats his stuffing like poi. Grandma's on her 5th gin and tonic. Forgets about the peach cobbler, which explodes in the microwave. Little Billy's so wired from eating candy, he's bouncing around the room like a gibbon. Until somebody finally has enough sense to pour a couple of shots of bourbon in his Pepsi. Yeah, take the spring out of his knees, toot sweet. Uncle Lou stops clipping his nails just long enough to tell the dirtiest joke anyone's ever heard. While his new wife explains to the rest of the table why today's strippers don't have the class she used to have. Sound familiar yet? On his 10th beer, my father leans over to Uncle Lou and says, I never liked you. So we drink. There are 5 levels of drinking. 6 if you live in a trailer park. Normally 5 levels of drinking. See if these look familiar. Level 1. Let's say it's a Tuesday night, 11 o'clock. You've had a few beers. You get up to leave because you have work the next day when one of your friends, one of your unemployed friends, buys another round. But here at level 1, you think to yourself, well, as long as I get 7 hours sleep, I'm cool. Level 2, midnight. Had a few more beers. You've just spent 20 minutes arguing against artificial turf. You get up to leave again, but at level 2, a little devil appears on your shoulder. And now you're thinking, hey, I'm out with my friends. I mean, that's important to me. What am I working for anyway, huh? Tonight is kind of special. Besides, as long as I get 5 hours sleep, I'm cool. Level 3. 1 in the morning. A few more beers, maybe a couple of shots of tequila, too. And now you're thinking, our waitress is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. You've just spent 20 minutes arguing for artificial turf. Yeah, but at level 3, you start to feel good. Yeah, on the way to the bathroom, you buy a drink for the stranger at the end of the bar just because you like his face. You get these drinking fantasies now. Hey, fellas, if we all bought our own bar, we could live together forever. Yeah, but at level 3, that devil's the size of a blender. And now you're thinking, wow, as long as I get 3 hours sleep and a complete change of blood, I'm cool. Level 4. 2 in the morning. And the devil is bartending. For last call, you ordered a bottle of rum and a Coke. You are artificial turf. This time on your way to the bathroom, you punch the stranger at the end of the bar just because you don't like his face. And now you're thinking, our busboy is the best-looking man I've ever seen. You and your friends decide to leave right after you get thrown out. Because one of you knows an after-hours bar. And here, at level 4, you actually think to yourself, well, as long as I'm only going to get a few hours sleep anyway, I might as well stay up all night. Why, that'd be good for me. Yeah, I don't mind going to that board meeting looking like Keith Richards. Sure, I can pull it off. Besides, as long as I get 31 hours sleep tomorrow, I'm cool. Level 5. 5 in the morning. Phew. After unsuccessfully trying to get your money back at the tattoo parlor. Yeah, but I don't know anyone named Ruby. You and your friends wind up across the state line in a bar filled with guys who've been in prison as recently as that morning. At this point, even the devil is going, no, I gotta turn in. No, I gotta be in hell at 9. I got that lunch with Hitler. I can't miss that. It's getting low now. You're all drinking some kind of thick blue liquor. It turns out to be a glass of Aquavelva. Well, at least when you throw up, people would say, it smells like a man. It smells like the great outdoors. Suddenly, one of your friends stands up and screams, "We're driving to Vegas!" And passes out. A waitress with fresh stitches in her head comes over. And you're thinking, someday I'm going to marry that girl. You crawl outside for fresh air and you walk right into the worst part of level 5, the sun. You weren't expecting that, were you? That's the worst. Boy, you walk out of a bar in daylight and people are on their way to work or jogging. And they look at you and they know. And they say, "Who's Ruby?" Folks, let's be honest. If you're 19 and you stay up all night, it's a victory. It's like you beat the night. But when you're 30, and that sun is like God's flashlight. And we all say the same prayer then. Say it with me now. I swear I will never do this again as long as I live. And some of us have that little addition. And this time, I mean it.
Thank you.